Hello everyone, it's SK95, welcome back to more Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Last time we did Tails' extra missions, and this time let's do Eggman. Now, Eggman is a bit harder. First, I'll start with Iron Gate at Mission 1. In total, you're going to need to get yourself at least 20,000 points to reach the A rank, and it's a bit hard to do so. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm bothering with that, unless you haven't seen the previous videos. To complete 100% for Sonic Adventure 2 Battle and Adventure 2 entirely, you need to get A ranks, because if you get all A ranks for a character, you get an emblem for it, and that's required for the 180 emblems. I'm going to go through them in order based on the stage itself and cut to certain points to make it easier on everyone, so that way you don't have to worry about it too much. Now, stage 1 is the same stage you went through before when you first got here. Nothing has changed in a particular way. I would recommend a certain strategy I've done, particularly in this area entirely. The days will still slow down, but thankfully we have hover ability, which will speed the process far faster. Now, keep in mind, is because the stage is a slight pain, but it's really not that bad on anything about it. Although, it's just going to be a little annoying, especially when gun robots are just hiding in corners, and corner hiding is not exactly fun. Although, the elevator, as you notice, I don't have to do. You can actually just hover this way and actually lower yourself far faster by doing this and actually getting to the bottom mark much more faster than you think. A gold beetle actually spawns in. You can actually use that opportunity to get extra points. Getting that is actually a lot more recommended in my experience due to the fact that gold beetles are worth 1,000 points, and 1,000 points is very worth the effort. Getting as many points as possible is actually the way you want to go through the stage. So yeah, pretty much. Let's get as many points as you possibly can get. As you can tell, more rings, more items. The 100 rings for this stage in particular, I'll talk about later because we're not in that mission yet. Now, technically speaking, you don't have to go the normal path. You can actually avoid it entirely if you really want to. Now, this area is actually pretty easy to get to. Just go down to the bottom, get the area, and get through the score. Nice, very nice indeed, and you can keep going. Now, you want to go as fast as possible, so yeah, ignore the elevators, because elevator going down is actually far, far slower than you may think. I cannot see. Alright, there we go. Yeah, unfortunately, when you go downward like this, the camera can be a little bit finicky. Hovering is a risky business, especially when you're trying to get to the next area, and especially when you want to get past this. More gun robots, of course. Nice, 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 all that nice. More security doors, of course. Now, Egg Gate in particular is actually one of the best stages to get yourself drives. Drives are actually quite good in this stage because it's easy to get. I'll explain it a little bit more because there's also a lot of hidden animals in this area, and you can actually use that as your opportunity to get more animals for your chow. Perfectly honest, this area is the best recommended location for it. Now, we want to finish the stage quickly. Go to the end so you can activate the self-activate, and I activated Omochow. Great, shut up, Omochow. You shot him. Yeah, Omochow is the curse of everyone, and no one likes Omochow. Whatever, we beat the stage, and honestly, 20,000 points is not hard to get to. Because I did the hover strategy instead of the elevator strategy, I actually managed to get 20,000 points very easily and got myself the A rank for this. Not too bad. The 100 rings from Iron Gate. Now, Iron Gate's 100 rings is a bit harder because you have a minute and 35 seconds to get the A rank, and it's not exactly fun. You're going to need to speed through the stage far faster than you normally would be. The hover strategy is the best strategy you have for the stage, and you want to do it as fast as possible. Trust me when I say that strategy down the elevator is actually the best idea you can have to get downward easily. Now, rings are going to probably go into a lot of buckets and getting a lot of rings. You need at least a lot of rings and you don't want to get hit. Like the other mech stages like Tails' for example, the mech stage for Eggman is a lot harder, so yeah, not fun. You need to hover and lower yourself down. Technically speaking, you don't have to shoot the enemies, you just can if you want to. I personally need to ignore it because you don't need anything for this. Just have to get out of this place, no problem. Good, got out of there. No rings, but that's a lot of rings there. You can actually get the rings there if you want, but we're going to focus primarily on the item capsules, because item capsules are worth way more rings than you think. There we go. And more, and more. Alright. Alright. Feed me. Now, there's a lot of rings in this area, so yeah, just hover across enemy daps, ignore the enemies if you don't need to, and you're fine. We're missing 2 rings, but we're fine for that one, because 35 seconds is actually quite easy to get to. I got a shield. Never mind, got 20 rings. It was actually behind the door. Yeah, pretty easy to get to. So, yeah, pretty much, if you want to go that fast, that's your recommended option. Now, Mission 3. Now, Mission 3, you have to go through find the Lost Chows. Lost Chows is actually pretty easy to find. I'm going to cut ahead to where the Lost Chow is, because honestly, it's better off just cutting ahead to the Chow, because you've already been to the stage once. I should mention that you have about 2 minutes to get this Lost Chow, so yeah, not exactly easy. Hover strategy, again, make sure you use that to get down farther faster than normal, so you can actually avoid the nonsense of dealing with the gates. So I was going to say the elevator is the slowest pathway, so yep, just make sure you remember that and you're fine. Just be careful in case you're not used to hover strategy and trying to land with the hover. Because hover can be a bit finicky when you're not careful. Now you want to go the ultimate beam path and go this way. Now, you just need to hover over this way and land yourself over here with the missing melody location and play the melody. Platforms will open up and you have to jump on them. You cannot hover because, well, these are pretty bad to hover on. Whoa, like that. Yeah, as you saw, Eggman did not particularly care for the hovering, and it's not exactly good. He doesn't care for it. 2 minutes is actually quite short. And you need to make sure you land over this way and actually destroy everything. Eggman, your camera is not helping me. Thank you. Ugh, the camera can be very finicky, and as a result of that, it kind of sucks. Missing melody over here to activate the platforms you can actually get across. I might be risking businesses, but I'm fine. 2 gun roads will spawn in, and then you can actually get to the elevator where the Chow is. So yeah, very easy to find him. He's not exactly hard to find. He's just in off the beaten path. If you remember this area, you played Rouge's stage. Yeah, this area is familiar to you all if you played that stage, Security Hall. Mission 4 has you have to complete the stage in 4 minutes, fast, with 20,000 points needed to get the A rank. Yeah, it's not exactly easy to get to. However, if you play the stage like I do, where you can just bypass the normal elevator strategy and just ignore it, you cut down the time significantly. So yeah, waiting on the elevator is actually a horrible idea. This is why Tails' stage is actually the slowest one in the bunch, because it's hard to get an A rank for him, but it's easy to get it for Eggman because he doesn't have to worry about the nonsense of climbing the elevator. Although I did not want to get the no score points. Alright. Whatever. Through. Ignore. And then land over this way. Use the hover strategy to get down. You have a great window once you do this, because it's easy. Alright. Ignored. Sadly, we didn't get it. Alright, whatever. I'm fine with that. Got plenty of rings. Yeah, rings are going to be helpful for this as well. Time bonus is actually very helpful at the end of the stage if you really need that time bonus. A lot of enemies in this area are not exactly that bad, so you're pretty fine all things considered. You don't really need the extra enemies down there, but you can if you want to. They're not needed in the slightest, but you can actually get through that no matter what. Good, we got enough points to actually keep ourselves going. We're actually getting closer to where we need to be. Unfortunately, Iron Gate has a big problem where the enemies are, and the camera likes being a bit funny. I'm not joking, the camera likes being funny, and it's not exactly a good thing, because the camera being funny is a bad thing, especially with enemies that people use. Oh shoot. I fell. Well, I'm starting from scratch, because guess what? In time trial, like this, you start all the way back from the beginning, and you don't have a checkpoint. Yeah, not fun. Although, I'm not exactly against the idea, because this means that you've got to guarantee yourself the higher ranks just to get a better score on this. Although, outright speaking, it does penalize you very harshly once you do it, so yeah, it kind of busting it through. So be a bit careful where you're going and you actually manage to get there. No problem. I'm not going to bother the elevator again still because I don't care. Ignored. The camera needs to start cooperating with me because unfortunately the camera likes playing that I'm an idiot game and I need to play the idiot game. Unfortunately for me, I do not care for it that much. The gold beetle is very worth the points, so get 1,000 points from him and you're fine. There you go, got a bunch of points there. The upgraded laser blaster is actually very good in this stage because you can hit all item blocks at once and hit a lot more enemies at once at the same time, a lot faster. Because of its speed, you want to get all the upgrades before you go to the last areas and missions in the game to speed the process. Getting 100% in this game is a big pain in the neck. I'll be perfectly honest, getting 100% in this game is a lot more exhausting than you may think. Some other people have taken, like, I don't know, several years just to get 100% in the game. There we go. Now can the camera cooperate for now? Thank you. Now I can actually aim the camera properly. I can actually lower myself probably a little bit easier. Alright, good. There we go. You can actually just shoot rapid fire if you really don't care about the extra score for that one, because honestly, you're not going to worry about score for those areas in particular. Another gate, so destroy it. And you are so annoying. There we go. Good, good, good. Okay, whatever. I'm just destroying as many as possibly can. Technically speaking, you don't need to worry about this area. Right here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Omochao. Yeah, 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 yeah. Shut up. No one likes your face. Actually, I'm pretty sure everyone hates Omochao in particular. I'm pretty sure everyone hates Omochao. Just get out of the area and get to the end of this goal. We're not going to need any worries. Yeah, you can pretty much blaze through the area if you're not worrying about it too much, and you get a bunch of score bonus for that. So, a lot of time bonus for that, as well as getting 20,000 points, which will give you the A rank. Now for hard mode. Hard mode's probably the worst version of Egg Gate. You have more enemies that fire at rapid fire pace, and they spawn in at random intervals, especially that annoying enemy that likes spawning in. I hate that enemy because they're obnoxious. Only because of their biggest nonsense they have. They charge at you instead. Bunch of enemies with lasers. There we go. However, the benefits of this actually outweigh the negatives. You can actually shoot a lot more enemies, and the score bonus will go up far higher. So yeah, you're pretty fine to that. I hate that thing. I actually hate that thing entirely because it's just so annoying. There we go. Die Vengeance. I don't care for it. Don't have any rings to recover my HP, but whatever. I'm just gonna destroy these enemies. Come on, thank you. Not gonna worry too much. Now, ignore these enemies. As you see right there, you actually want the elevator this time because enemies will actually fire at you, and it's far more annoying to get fired at in midair than it is to be on the ground. On the ground because, well, if you don't mash the jump button or hover button, you're getting shot at and you're basically falling to your death, and it's not exactly fun. You are so annoyingly ugly, and you know it. Ugh, I hate that thing. I just hate that thing entirely. Enemies like that are my least favorite because I hate them for their nonsense, and I really do. So I can go that way and ignore this area for now. I'm not going to worry about it too much. There's nothing there. More hidden areas. Just get past the gates again because it's just the same old, same old. The enemy's like throwing bullets a lot more in this area because... Will you go away and stop firing at the goddamn shots, game? Come on. Thank you. Thank you. I just need the ring pumpkin. Yay, yay. I don't know why I'm struggling now of all times, but it loves doing this randomly. Alright, that's annoying. I'm fine now. Ay, ay, ay. I didn't need that. I really didn't need that. Alright, good. We fire from the high ground. We have an advantage. Nice. It's over on again. I have the high ground. Alright, good. Ay, ay, ay. I hate this area in particular. Hard mode stages are pretty much the worst, so yeah, be careful. I see you. No. Get out of here. You want to fire rapidly, especially with that big guy, because I hate him that much, because he's just so annoying. You get shot at, and being on an elevator pretty much slows down your progress, but getting shot at is far worse. Every single harmless enemy, by the way, will change into an enemy that's usually a gun enemy that will shoot at you, and it's not exactly a fun thing. Can you stop firing at the blasted bullets? Thank you. Yeesh. Unfortunately, because of the lockdown and how it works, you're focused primarily on the Eggman's bots. Not on the bots themselves, but actually their lasers and their bullets. So unfortunately speaking, you're focused on them, so as a result of that, the game wastes its time with that, and unfortunately, you're eventually stuck dealing with nonsense you don't care for. There we go, get rid of all the enemies here. Nice. I think we have enough points to do it, but I'm not exactly confident in my ability to do this. There we go, thing again. Yes, yes, Omochao. Yes, yes, I'm well aware. Yes, yes, no one likes your little face. Alright, activate that and fire it. Now, you want to actually keep firing forward because guess what? They actually throw a curveball. Yep. They decided to be a jerk and have an enemy spawn in at the end of the railway where you basically go to the goal. Yeah, not exactly fun. Thankfully, though, we managed to get the point total needed to get the 1900 points needed from the A rank, so not that bad. Sand Ocean's A rank requires you to get 2500 points, and it's not exactly easy. Ironically enough, Sand Ocean's probably the area you're going to struggle the most with getting A ranks because the stage is a pain in the neck. Now, because you have hover and the ability of Bazooka, you can actually get areas where there's multiple enemies you can shoot at. For example, these 3 enemies over here. Of course, they're the enemies that you hate the most, such as the enemies that, oh, you know. The ones that essentially dive at you and immediately try to tackle into you without any cause for concern. Yeah, they suck. They really, really suck. So, going up the other areas you want to go to, you can actually skip past a lot of the area if you really don't want to care. You actually can, because hover really just circumvents the level entirely. This is why the stage did not have hover, so yeah, very good. Now, you don't need to shoot the enemy in a particular spot, so yeah, you can get the chance bonus very easily. Ironically enough, your bullets can actually shoot enemies, and it's actually pretty easy. However, downside is it kind of ruins the combo. Alright, let's just try to get that one. There we go. 5 rings. 5 rings is small, but it's good to have that rings, especially when you need it. Enemy was destroyed in midair, so yeah, we don't have to worry about that one too much. And there's an enemy down here. Now, good. Great, awesome, good. Good. Alright. Alright, go this way and get a lot of enemies shot at. I hate these things in particular, because, I'm still having PTSD or flashbacks from the nonsense I deal for Sonic stages. Because those enemies, as you saw there, are incapable of being homing attacked, and it kind of sucks. So you can hover over this way and you actually circumvent a lot of the level by doing this, because it actually speeds the time bonus a lot easier than you think. You want to get the time bonus a lot higher, because it's a bit easier to get time bonus with Eggman after he gets the hover ability. Booster pretty much gives him the access he needs to actually with the level a lot easier. Now we're actually getting close to 25,000, technically speaking, because it's actually pretty easy to get to. Just forewarned, you don't need to go the alternate path that way, because that pathway actually leads to where the Chow is located, and I'm not going to show it until we get to the mission. I'm only going through the area again so we can actually show off where we're going to go and get a lot of points. You just need to make sure you do the stage normally how you usually do it, and you're pretty fine. Just make sure you get as many lockdowns as you possibly can get, and stop when you see enemies coming your way. Like that. That way you don't miss a single enemy. Missing an enemy pretty much loses your access to the A rank very quickly. So yeah, let's climb up here, and climb here. 2 enemies over here. Good. Nice. Now, you don't need to go up to any rings in particular. You can actually avoid them if you really want to, but getting rings is a lot of points. Just go this way, getting shot at this guy again. I hate this thing, so yeah, ignore that for now. Just get rid of it quickly so you don't have to worry about it too much. So, yep, very good. Alright, this area, I don't really like Sand Ocean now in particular, because Sand Ocean is probably my least favorite stage for a reason. Although they have other stages that are pretty worse. I hate the one stage in particular called, oh, we know, Crazy Gadget. Crazy Gadget was the worst. Crazy Gadget is the evil stage. Now, you can actually hover after you get up the dash panel, and you actually go all the way down. Doing this allows you to hover all the way down and actually get to do so. You can actually do that instead and actually hit every single target. Doing this gives you a bonus of an extreme. Extreme is rare, so getting that bonus really tops you off getting it to 20,000. 20,000 is pretty much the area you need to be around just to get the next rank. You want to get at least a good time bonus as well, so getting this outright is great. By the way, there is a shortcut in this area, but you don't need to get it because it's not needed or required from the stage. Alright, good. Okay, we got it. Now we just need to make sure we get at least 45,000 points. 4,500 points. If you don't get the 4,500 points, it's essentially meaning that you're not going to get the A rank. But thankfully, we managed to get the A rank, no problem. Mission 2 has you go through the stage collecting 100 rings. 100 rings is not exactly easy in this stage. Sand Ocean is actually the area where you're going to struggle a lot to get 100 rings. Now, there is a lot of pathways that allow you to get rings in particular. This area in particular to the right, especially, was a good area to go to. Although, I would warn you right now because it's going to be a little tricky given the fact that enemies will spawn in and you cannot see them. As you can see, I almost got smacked because I couldn't see where the enemy is. Very annoying. There's a 10 ring pocket over there way, and you can actually hover over to this one and get rings over this way. There are nothing else inside this area for rings. Now, you might as well just grab whatever rings you possibly can get and wait for the platform to go backwards, because that way you can actually get a lot of rings for this. You got at least 8 from that and 10 rings to that, so you have 24. You're actually getting closer to your goal. Just make sure if you really want to get past the stage to the A rank, you need to do this in at least 3 minutes. So, yeah, kind of not easy given the fact that 3 minutes is actually a quite short time window, especially when we went pacing through our stage normally. So, get as many rings as possible we get. We only got 10 from that, so we're actually almost halfway there at least. As you saw, I just need to make sure you get the area. You can actually get the balloon over there and get 5 extra rings. Pretty much shooting a lot of enemies from the distance pretty much guarantees you a great rank, especially when you want to get as many rings as possible you can get. There's a shortcut to get rings, but not exactly around this area. Alright, whoa, no, okay. Good. Okay, 20 rings. We are getting very close to that number, and I'm almost tasting it. So, getting around this area is not exactly difficult, it's just time consuming. Tedious. Alright, good. Now, you don't need to go that way because it's honestly not needed, but it's a pain in the neck to get that area in particular, because it's actually a very annoying spot, because you cannot shoot at it no matter what you do. I have not done that before normally, so I'm not going to bother. Oh, no. Speed shoes for Eggman is actually the worst thing you can get, because speed shoes on this area, when you require simple platforming, is actually the worst. Because you need to go slow in order to manage to get your landing right. Ay. Why is speed shoes, of all things, is not what I needed. Let's get over this way and get to the next area and get problem 94. We're almost there. We can almost taste it. Alright, shoot this guy. Great. Don't touch the fire, so if you really need to get out of the area, so you're fine. Okay, good. Alright, good. We got enough rings here. 100 rings. Great. We got the 100 rings, and we got in before 3 minutes. We're up. Getting it before 3 minutes is actually what you need for the A rank. So, yeah, not that bad, all things considered. And honestly, it's pretty easy, all things considered. Sand Ocean's Lost Chow is honestly probably a pain in the neck. You gotta go off the beaten path and you gotta speed through the level. So I'm gonna speed up through the level because get to that point. So cutting edge. See you all in just a second. Alright, we're here already. It's not exactly hard to get to. Just go through the area with the bomb is. If you really want to be careful, just use the checkpoint. And I could not see. So yeah, not exactly fun. You need to hover over this way and avoid the spring. When you hit the spring, you're pretty much getting sent back. Line up your shots that way you actually destroy the metal containers with the bunker buster. Otherwise, you're pretty much not going to be able to continue the stage. Go this way and hover over this way and actually get over this pathway and actually shoot people with the bazooka. Be a little careful because your aiming is going to be a bit skewed given the fact you can't exactly see your target. Then you manage to destroy the metal boxes, go this way and continue on. You can actually get this way and get the Lost Chow right here. If you go through the area normally without the Lost Chow being here, instead you have a 1-up at the end of this pathway with your trouble. So yeah, if you need a 1-up, you can do this here. All Lost Chow areas always have a 1-up. Mission 4 requires you to get through the stage in 4 minutes, so not exactly easy. You just rush through it a lot. So yeah, you want to actually speed through this. Technically speaking, there is a way to speed past the entire area, but I'm not going to do that because you're not going to need the Mystic Melody for that, and honestly, it actually destroys your complete score bonus entirely. If you were playing as Sonic, for example, it's better off to do that if you have Sonic. But since we're not playing as Sonic, it's actually a worse thing to do because of the fact that, 1, you need score because Eggman and Tails stages require a lot of score. So pretty much ignore that if you really don't need it. There we go, good. You actually get to avoid enemies and you got a lot of points for that. Very good. Alright, we're just going to continue on to the stage. We've actually seen the stage before. I'm actually going to cut ahead to the end of this and show off areas in particular that are notable interest. Because there's not a lot of areas that actually are notable interest besides that one area where you can actually get through it. Big change, by the way, since there's no checkpoints, you have to start the stage all the way from scratch. So you pretty much have to redo the stage entirely just to get yourself the A rank. Or at least get a better rank. Since you're speeding through it, you're going to have to keep an eye out where you're going and make sure you memorize the stage. The stage rewards you a lot when you memorize it. Once you memorize the entire stage, you're pretty much home free to get a lot of points. Just keep an eye out where you're landing, because if you hit a wall of Eggman or Tails, you're pretty much going to fall to your doom, and it's not exactly a fun thing as well. Avoid the enemies and ignore the nonsense you're going to deal with. There we go. Got that enemy entirely. I wanted to get him out of the way so I don't have to deal with him later. Alright, good. Got points. Now, no Chow are needed for this one, so don't bother with this. Anyway, we got to the next area. Just get points. Alright, great. Okay. Now, you don't really need to worry about this area. Let's just continue on. I'm going to use those drives later, but honestly, I'm not going to worry about the Chow drives yet until I have to go through the stage and get 100% for them. Trust me when I say that, it's not exactly fun for me to go through and do Chow, because Chow things are quite slow. And I'll be honest, I can do Chow all the way. I do like the Chow in particular as a species, but I just don't like doing 100% for the Chow. They are very hard to 100% in the game, and 100%ing Chow Garden is the most exhausting thing in Sonic Adventure 2, because you have to go through every stage rapidly and just get the enemies to get rid of them. Like last strategy, hover to get yourself that one gun robot and get over there, hover again, and then try to get that extreme bonus, because extreme bonus is very worth the effort. Alright, good, we got the extreme bonus, and we got ourselves the shield. So we got the extreme bonus we needed, which is actually a very big score to get. Because we got that extreme bonus, you don't really worry about it too much. Technically speaking, the time limit mission is 25,000, so yeah, it's not exactly easy to get to 25,000, but we managed to get through the stage faster. But it's not exactly a good thing because, well, you need more points, and the more points you get, the better. Since we didn't get as many rings as last time, we're not going to have to be careful. We're going to be a little more careful, so yeah, not exactly easy. On odds, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get the A rank for this because it's a bit skewed against Eggman when it comes to score. Never mind, actually. I was pleasantly surprised. Hard mode is where you're going to have a lot of trouble. Instead of the normal stage, enemies shoot faster and you have to deal with a lot more bullet hell. Yeah, not kidding. Now you can go up the beaten path if you want to. The point total requirement to get 100% to A rank is actually far smaller than last time, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Nothing really changes to the right side in particular, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Just a big warning, falling in the quicksand, of course, means you're deaf, so try not to, because that's going to suck for you getting points. More enemies spawn in, as well as more laser-based enemies, so be careful. As you can see, I have to hover across to get to this one, and manage to get to the other side. Since you don't have the ability to beat the area without hover, so yeah, make sure you get this one out of the way. Good, we got a bunch of points for that, and another enemy for that, and these guys are going to shoot, actually, this time. No, actually, they're just the same old, never changes. Whatever the case, let's go through the stage where we can normally get through. There's a lot of enemies in this area, so yeah, some areas have more enemies than you think. Other areas are far, far worse than this. Now, other hard mode stages are probably worse than this Sand Ocean one, because Sand Ocean is probably the area you're going to have a pain in the neck for. As you can see, those enemies were annoying. Because they were going to charge at you, and Eggman, get up the stage. Alright, they were going to charge at you, and being charged at is not exactly a fun thing to do, especially when you're Eggman. Because mech is clunky, and since clunkiness equals slowness, you're gonna have problems. Since we got some rings, we need to make sure we get a decent amount of rings. Now, the stage requires you to do a lot of hovering and managing your time as well as bouncing. Despite what you may think, it's not exactly easy. Yeah, hard mode is actually where you're gonna struggle a lot getting A ranks, and to be honest, it's a better idea if you die off the stage. Now, there's also a gimmick. If you die, you just reset the entire stage. Now, there's a gimmick in this area. As you saw right there, it led into the platform instead of actually just going back and forth normally. Yeah, not fun. One thing that's unchanged, though, is that gold beetle. So, get it quickly, because you're going to need that gold beetle to continue the stage faster. Good. Got rid of the bomb one. The bombs can actually drop bigger versions of the bomb, so you gotta be a bit more careful. The hovering platform is down below, so yeah, not exactly easy to get to, so it's kind of annoying when you think about it. Nice. Alright, good. 200 points. Nice. More enemies. Ooh, jump above it so we don't get shot at. So, yeah, kind of not fun. Go there. Jump. More enemies again. Now, there's going to be a lot more enemies around this area in particular. One of which being the area where you're going to run into a big pain. Eggman, thank you. You really want to destroy that so you can actually get up, no problem, and don't go to the area. There you go. Now, you want to avoid the spike walls so you can actually go across and go over the boxes of defense so you can worry about it. There's a lot of areas where you're going to pretty much struggle a lot, especially when this area where you're going to have to hover all the way to the bottom. If you hit a pillar, by the way, you're pretty much falling to your death, and that's not exactly fun. Unlike the last stages where you had 25,000 requirement, your 23,000 is actually a lot easier to get to and manageable to get to. Just keep in mind where you're going and you're fine. Good, great. Alright. Now, the same as always, hover over this way and hover to this one and destroy it. I missed a point. Alright, good. We got at least a 500 point bonus. That's actually fine for me. Alright, whatever. We can actually just go the other pathways and gain a lot of points for that way. Is actually a lot better when you think about it. Now, there's going to be a lot more enemies at the end of this stage, so yeah, be careful. Just don't get crushed and you're fine. Those, so yeah. These guys move a little bit faster than normal, so be careful. Alright, good. And there's more lasers. Have fun. Thankfully, though, they can't exactly hit you because you're going to basically be running forward and avoiding the enemy attacks. I just need 3,000 to win the stage, and I'm fine. See? The next one, Lost Colony, requires you to get 34,000, so it's not exactly easy. 34,000 is a pretty big leap, all things considered, when it comes to stages, and it's honestly probably the biggest leap bar none. Especially when you have to get a lot of points. Because the stage can be a little bit dark in the areas, you want to be careful where you're going, and you're fine. You can actually speed up this process by not grabbing the pulley. Although this means you miss out on the ability to shoot aim a lot more better, you don't really have to worry about it too much. More 3-4 enemy target enemies, so yeah, getting that guy is actually good. Get rid of the other one. Unfortunately, because of the way lock-on works, you're pretty much going to shoot targets that are not needed for points, so yeah, it's annoying. Hitting this switch doesn't really do much. So once you do that, you can actually hover across up to here and get to the top. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I bothering going to not press the door? On the other side, there's actually a platform. Getting over there is essentially near impossible. You get rings and a 1-up, so you're not going to need it all that much. Ignore it for now and don't bother with it. Now, to speed up your process, if you have the bunker ability, the bazooka ability like I do, you can actually avoid a lot of the area, and the game actually allows you to target enemies that are below you. Yeah, I'm not kidding. This actually speeds up the process very easily. Unfortunately, because of the way hover works, you're going to essentially get knocked to your bottom, your downfall, if you're not careful. And because when the laser turns blue, you really don't want the laser to turn blue, so yeah, not exactly fun. Jamming's going to help you a lot more in point total. There we go, destroy the enemy, climb up here. Because I separated the videos in the Tails and Eggman, it's a bit easier for me. Good, we got rid of all the enemies. If you want to go faster, you can actually do that, destroy the board. That way you don't accidentally bolt them. No. That enemy, by the way, will actually tackle you, and it's going to hurt a lot more than you think. If you have close to 100 rings, you really don't want him to hit you. Because of the way the mech works, you have to actually shoot them first before they actually hit you, so yeah, kind of not fun. Now, this area you want to remember for later. Trust me on this. You're going to need to remember this for a particular part of the stage, the Chow missions. In order to do the Chow missions, you need Mystic Melody still, so yeah, make sure you have the Mystic Melody before anything else. Points. Points. And hover across, and you're good. More rings, nice. Unlike Tails' variation where it's a bit harder, as you can tell, I got a lot of enemy targets and I can shoot. Because the way the closeness are with the actual upgraded version of this, you can actually shoot enemies a lot easier than you think. And hit multiple enemies at once. So, yeah, not exactly that bad. Just be an eye out for where you're getting shot at, so yeah, not exactly fun. The hard mode variation for the stage is actually far harder than you think. As you saw there, I got perfect, which pretty much gives you a lot of points. I'm already almost there, I just need to get a lot more points in the end section. This section right here will give you a lot more points in particular. Alright, I ran out of shots, so I'm gonna have to keep firing. If you get too far away, by the way, you're actually gonna lose the critical, so yeah, don't let them do that. You don't want to keep firing at a point where you don't lose your target. You just want to make sure you fire enough to where you actually aim the targets and not lose them. Eventually, the target will vanish, so yeah, you want to be careful where you're firing. Alright, good, great, awesome, outstanding, amazing. All I do is press A, but whatever the case, let's just get rid of all the enemies, and we're good. 5 more enemies, good. Getting more score, jamming, 400 points. Alright, great. Alright, more score. We're actually almost there. More enemies, great. Now you can hover down to get 8 more points, because you actually do 808 targets, and land on this actual area and get that destroyed, and you're good. Anyway, whatever. Ignore that for now. You're good. Shoot the rocket, and you're good. As you can tell, we already got a lot of points. We're actually almost there. So those enemies, you're good. Yeah, they like to throw that curveball at you a lot for Eggman stages. Just keep an eye out where you're going. Ironically enough, we got it only from score. We really don't need the extra points from time. So, all that points went to waste, but really, we got the A rank, no problem with this one. Yeah, as you can tell, Eggman stages are long, so the later on the stage, the longer it is. Now, 100 rings is not easy for Eggman. It's not. It really isn't. So, when you want to speed through the stage, you have to go fast. So, yeah, avoid getting hits, you're fine. Now, a big thing about this stage, you're required to get this done in 2 minutes. So, yeah, not exactly easy to get. Just make sure you keep an eye out for enemies. If you really want to go fast, you can actually avoid the pulley entirely and land in the bottom in this area back here. Get the ring rocket level right here, and don't have to look at the enemies. If you're not focusing primarily on points, you can actually avoid the point nonsense and actually go for the enemies nonsensically by just mashing the button instead. It's a lot easier to do it, in my opinion, because it's a bit easier not to get where the enemies in particular. Ignore that, and then fire. Good. Great. Alright. Now, there is a platform for rings over there, and I honestly would recommend it normally, but I don't care that much. The gates close, and you can't exactly get that area because you have to hover across backwards, so it's not exactly easy. Alright, good. Okay. That, you can actually avoid that entirely. Ignore the enemies, and then just jump all the way to the top. There's actually a lot more hidden items than you think, so yeah, make sure you get this as soon as possible. 10 ring pocket and another level and 67 rings. You're already almost there, so yeah, getting this is very good. If you really want to get more rings, you can actually get that item, no problem, and you actually don't worry about it too much. Now hover over this way and try to get as many rings as possible you can get for that, and the checkpoint will give you 20. So we're actually almost there. We need to be careful though. Getting the last ring is actually something that's going to be a very big pain in the neck. So yeah, get to the last ring as fast as possible. So yep, got there. The last ring should be right in front of us. 2 minutes and 30 seconds was the required time needed to actually get this one to A rank, so yeah, we got it easily. Time attack requires you to get this in 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and you have to go fast and get a bunch of score. Yeah, not exactly easy, especially when Eggman stages are stupid long, and you have to run through the level like unlike normal. So yeah, don't take your time for this, just run. Pulley is going to be the thing you want to ignore for now, so don't bother with the pulley, just get to the bottom. Unfortunately, if you whistle by accident in the downward area, it actually slows you down, so be careful. Alright, good. Get the other enemies. Great. Okay, good. Yeah, make sure you have everything at once. So, yeah, if you play through the stage as fast as possible, you're actually fine to go through. The problem is the elevator at the end. You're forced to go through the elevator, so you can't exactly stop it. So, yeah, kind of not fun to get through the elevator. Although, it's not exactly too bad, all things considered. Just keep an eye out where you're going. If you get shot, you're going to pretty much have to ignore the rings that you lost, and just run through the stage. This area, of course, just go through the way you did I showed you normally, like this. Hover over here, jump over here. Ignore the areas, but you need to get a lot of score as well. You still need to get the score, so yeah, keep making sure you get a lot of score for this. You're gonna need to keep this going and keep your traction going. If you manage to master the stage like this, the stage pretty much rewards you for all the mastery of the stage, as well as how you're using Eggman. Alright, good. This area is probably the least favorite one. Now, since you don't have a checkpoint, you can't get extra rings, so yeah, kind of not fun, especially when you need rings to get more score. Nice. Alright, good. Don't bother with this. I just realized I forgot the Lost Chow. I just realized. I'll be right back to the Lost Chow because this is going to be out of order. Sorry, I didn't mean to. In the case, I'm pretty sure everyone prefers non-Lost Chow versus Lost Chow, so yeah, not actually easy to get to it to get the score. Okay, good. Alright, good, got perfect. Nice, okay, perfect, and nice will give you a lot of score. Now we're actually going back to the elevator again. This elevator takes about 30 seconds to go through, so yeah, not exactly fun when you need to go through the stage fast, since you're kind of stuck in this section. You can't exactly stop it, so you really have no choice but to go through this entire thing, and it's kind of sucky when you think about it. Alright, score targets, so I'm going to have to keep firing again. If they get too far out of radius, by the way, the numbers will go down. As a result of that, you're pretty much going to lose targets, so yeah, not really fun.
Hey, Big, how's it going, buddy? Froggy!
In space. Yeah, Big's just here to vibing. Big vibes a lot. Alright, just aim forward and get to both these targets, destroy them quickly so you can actually open the gate forward. Yep, good. Ah, running out of time. Ignore everything else, just hit the rocket. Alright, good, we're actually... The rocket didn't activate because of course it didn't. Now activate. Thank you. Blasted rocket. The rocket has a tendency to sometimes not activate, so it kind of sucks when it doesn't activate, but whatever. We got to the end of the goal. What the? The goal was hovering up. It doesn't do that normally. Whatever the case, you just need to get 34,000 points, and we already broke that. No problem, no whatsoever.
Now you know why
By the way, I was wrong about the 100 rings. You need to do it in 2 minutes, so yeah, not particularly fun. Let's try that again, and this time we go for the Lost Chow. I'm gonna head to where the Lost Chow is. Be right back. No. Okay, good. I'm back to square one again, and this time I'm not gonna fall off to my death. Make sure I watch out for the enemies. I knew it. No more doing that. Nope. There we go. Ugh, I hate that thing. God, I hate this thing even worse. Alright, good. Whatever. Got past him, and there's actually guardrails I can actually shoot at. Okay. Having a shield really benefits you, especially if you get smacked. You can't exactly see where you're going, because Lost Colony's vision is horrible. So, yeah, it was annoying for me to walk all the way back here. Although this enemy amount is insane. Okay, Eggman, what is wrong with you? Eggman, why do you do that? The game was not locking on. As you saw, sometimes the game likes being screwy. Yeah, I'm not joking, it's annoying. Yeah, you gotta break your own bridge just to get across. It's not exactly fun. I hate this age. Whatever, I have rings. Whatever, I have Eggman, he has HP. Just there for days. Alright, good. Great, awesome. Ooh, that's a lot of points. Yeah, you're gonna have to build up the stage just to get through. So, yeah, not exactly fun. Yeah, they like doing that a lot. Alright, we're finally at the end point stretch, at least. There's not many bottomless pits you have to go through in this area of the stage. Hard mode still has the same area in particular, and it's not going to be too hard. There's a lot of new bottomless pits and as well as areas to hit. 20 ring captures is actually very worth the effort, especially given the fact 20 rings is actually a lot of points. Alright, good. Got 7. You need to get a lot of points for this, so yeah, kind of good. Alright, good. Points. There's not a lot of enemies in particular that you want to avoid, not a doubt to, so yeah, getting a lot of enemies destroyed in one go is actually something that you want to do in this stage. Although, as you notice, I'm struggling with the points because of the nonsense of the game happening again. Here we go again. Yep. Of course, there's a broken bridge. Of course, there's enemies at the end of this. And of course, there's an enemy right here. Whatever, I destroyed them and I got rid of all the enemies. Whatever. I don't care. I cannot see. That guy, so I don't have to worry about him landing. Land on the rings. The guy fell to his pit. To the bottomless pit. I love when the enemies do that. It's funny, but at the same time, I missed out on the points. Okay, oh no. Good, we got points. Alright, tight. I think I've got enough points to actually get it. We just need 2,000 at bare minimum and 1,700 at the most. Alright, good. We got the A rank we needed.
Now you know why I am the best.
Oh, this is just long. I think I'm just going to cut this down into multiple sections because it's a little bit easier. Weapons Bed is honestly the easiest stage to A rank in the first one. Now, Weapons Bed is the easiest one to A rank because, primarily speaking, as you can tell right here, you only lock onto everything, by the way, because if you do that, you're not going to hit every enemy and you're getting less points like this. You actually want to aim it so that way you get less enemies in the go, because as you saw there, I'm getting a lot of points. However, the maximum you can get to get on the maximum point total is a lot smaller than you think. You really want to make sure you get enough enemies locked onto and wait until the laser goes. Wow. Like that. Since I lost my laser focus, I have to make sure I aim for the enemies again and get much more points. Going as fast as possible pretty much guarantees this. See? Now, there's more enemies as you can tell. Yep, pretty much you want to get that many points as possible. Getting perfect is pretty much the guarantee. Getting them perfect pretty much guarantees it, and you don't really need to worry about it too much. This is actually what you need to do for the stage, and the entirety of the stage has multiple sections like this. So, yeah, if you all know that, then you're pretty much fine to go through the stage normally. So, yeah, just don't die and you won't lose your score. So that's pretty much all you have to worry about for the stage entirely. So, see you all back to Mission 2. Mission 2 requires you to get 100 rings. However, there's a very big caveat about this. Since there's not many rings in the stage, you're pretty much going to have to rush through the stage and get as many rings as possible. You can tell, not exactly easy given the fact that ring bubbles aren't exactly a lot common in this area. In fact, I have footage for that in particular, so I'd rather not go through the stage again. It's something I personally don't like doing because this is a little bit too exhausting. And I really don't like doing this twice. You pretty much have to go blindly go through the stage faster and you get a bunch of points. Checkpoint bonus is also very helpful, but the first one never gives you anything. Just run through the stage normally. Fine. Getting hit will pretty much kill your score no matter what, and pretty much knocking out all the rings that you have in your arsenal is pretty much worse. Alright, good. I'm actually show off the areas where you need to go for the rings now. Keep an eye out of this particular enemy, because it sucks. As you can tell, it comes from above and you can't see it, so as a result of that, it's going to suck and knock you down entirely. And if you're in midair, that's even worse. That bubble gives you 10 rings, so yeah, getting these ring bonuses as well as the 20 ring bonus pretty much cements your need for rings. Just avoid the enemy attacks, just land them in the proper spots, and you're fine. There's a lot more rings than you think in this area, however, the time limit you need to get for weapons bet is 2 minutes. So yeah, as you can tell, a bit risky business, especially in the weapons bet. Now, there's actually areas where you can get a lot of rings here, but you're not going to really need them all that much. Perfectly honest, you don't want these rings, because they actually slow you down entirely more than you think. Just make sure you get past the area and you're fine. Camera's not exactly cooperative because in this area it's actually worse. The camera entirely. Nice. Okay, good. Ignore the enemy. Ignore the enemy. Destroy the enemy. Okay, good. Enemy is here, and here, and here, and here, enemy here, and enemy here. Now we have 90 rings. It's actually pretty easy to get the ring totals and fire, right? Fire and everything. This one in particular actually has 20 rings, and I fell to my death. No, you're not. You're fine. You got the 20 rings you need to complete the stage, and you got through it, no problem. 2 minutes is your time you need to get the beat. The Lost Chow is honestly pretty easy to fight. Actually speaking, it's actually one of the easiest ones. Downside is you pretty much have to go through the stage and get through fast. You're pretty much going to have to go through the 3rd bay for the weapons. I'm not joking, by the way. You have to go through 3 bays just to get through that one. So yeah, you have to rush. Just run through the stage as fast as possible and you're fine. Ignore everything around the area and just hover as fast as possible to the next area. Do that and you're pretty much going to be home free. Just watch out for enemies in particular, because if you get knocked down the stage, can I aim at the enemy? Thank you. That guy is just so annoying. I don't know why he's the most annoying enemy in the game. There really should be a ceiling of what enemies should be annoying or not. Alright, good, 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 good. Okay. Get across. Good. Just ignore everything else in the area and you're pretty much fine. Home stretch, no matter what. I'm gonna cut to where the Chow is. Be right back. Just run, ignore everything else around the area. Pretty fine, all things considered. Get to the last bay, all the way over this way, and play the Mystic Melody, and there's a Chaos Control Portal right here. You have 2 minutes, 50 seconds, 15 seconds to actually complete this, so we're actually good on time. I actually got a better score than last time. I actually barely got it last time. So this is actually a better run, all things considered, for me.
Now you know why I am.
See you all for Mission 4. Mission 4, I'm not going to show because it's pretty much the easiest mission in the world. All you have to do is play through the stage normally, and you won't have to worry too much. You pretty much just have to play through it normally, and you're fine. Hard mode. Oh, how do I explain hard mode nicely? Well, you get a lot of score here. That's the only nice thing I can say about the stage. Yeah, a hard mode version of Heaven's Bet is probably the worst, and I already have footage for it, so I'm going to show it with no commentary because I'd rather not play through the stage a 4th time. I hate it too much. Alright. Now for the last one, and Eggman's probably hardest, is Cosmic Wall. To get an A rank, you need 80,000 points, and it takes 8 minutes to do, so I'm not going to play through that again because that takes too long, and I'm not going to waste my time showing you all about those missions in particular. Because that's very exhausting. I'll save all that for the last one, because the last one I'm going to have to show off no matter what. I'm going to show off the 100 rings, though, because 100 rings in this stage is actually a bit difficult to get the A rank for. You really need to go fast in this stage. Yeah, Sonic speed. Copy Sonic, essentially, and get as fast as possible for this. You need a lot of rings, so yeah, not completely easy. Especially those Artificial Chaos that will shoot you when you're not looking. Just keep going fast in the stage and you're fine. So yeah, pretty much. Since you have to deal with the hover physics and the gravity being weird, you're pretty much going to have a problem going through the stage. Yep, all the others. No. Okay. So yeah, you don't really worry about the rings still around here too much. There's actually a lot more rings than you would think around the area, so yeah, not really bad. Just go around the area to get as many rings as you can on the beaten path. You have about a minute and 30 seconds in both this version of the stage as well as the Lost Chow mission. I'm not joking. So yeah, you have very little time to get the Lost Chow as well as the nonsense like this. As you can tell, it's a bit hard to get past the stage, especially when you get hovering. There's a lot of hidden item bubbles though, so you're pretty much fine to go through the stage because it's a bit easier. This one in particular usually gives me about 20 rings, so yeah, that's really bad. You need to make sure you destroy everything in your path. There's actually a lot more enemies than you think, so yeah, not really easy. Just go through the stage and get up to the top. Not quite. Okay. I didn't get it. No, I did not get it. I have to redo this whole thing again. Well, back to this again. I had to do it twice because guess what? I didn't get the A rank. And I wanted to show off you guys the A rank, and I can't do that if I fumble. Yeah, not exactly fun. Alright, good. Get as many rings as you possibly can get around this area because this is pretty much your best opportunity to get rings. Don't bother with the circle ones too much because circle one area is not actually needed. Oop. Okay, no. I saw that. Oh. These a lot of rings here are great and all, but you don't really need them all that much. There's a 20 ring guarantee at your area by a checkpoint. So you want to get that one in particular. So yeah, don't worry about too much. You get plenty of rings to get up to there. You're fine. Just don't worry about the enemies too much. You just need to get to the 20 rings. You can tell I got 20 rings here. Yeah, it's random where you get from the actual ring bucket. So if you get the actual chance of luck for this, you're actually pretty much fine in the stage. Alright, getting to the top now. Big warning about going too fast. You can actually get horrible power-ups such as the shield, which is not needed for a ring mission, and the shield's not exactly needed. So, yeah, not exactly good. See? As you saw, I wasted my time and got a shield, so shielding is not exactly needed. If you're springing up, you want to make sure you hover over this way and get to the ring area and hover over to this and get yourself the last 2 rings. So, as you saw there, that's pretty much what to do. You really have to speed through the stage just to get to it. Now, you're probably wondering where the Lost Chow is. Honestly, it's very easy. You gotta head to where the Lost Chow is. Shut up, Almost Chow. I wasn't talking to you. Ironically enough, you can actually get to where the Lost Chow is very easily by going to the off-the-beaten path and going to the right where the Signality is located. A spring spawns in, and then you can get to the top. There's gonna be asteroids you're gonna need to destroy first in order to get across. I'm not joking. Just shoot in the area where the asteroid is, and then it destroys it. Be careful, though, of walking into it, because it will explode and actually hurt you a decent amount. Yeah, not particularly fun. There's actually another gate that's actually holding the Lost Chow in there, and you're pretty fine to go through it normally. Not exactly that bad to get the Lost Chow, and it's actually pretty easy. Just get it through a minute and 30 seconds, and you're good. Mission 4 requires you to get at least 75,000 points, and you pretty much can kill it by just going through the stage normally as you did in Mission 1 to get the A rank. You're pretty much just doing it in less time, though, because the time you have to complete this stage is about 8 minutes, exactly. So if you don't pace yourself through the stage, you're pretty fine.
Stage select.
Now I'm going to play through Mission 5 because guess what? This one's a hard mode. Wanna know what the point requirement you need to get the A rank is? 100,000. No, I am not kidding. Very mean. Very, very mean. Very, 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 very mean like that. Dang, Artificial Chaos suck. As you can tell, their accuracy is obnoxious. Because you need to destroy Artificial Chaos first, destroy them first, and get them out of the way so you don't have to worry about them shooting you again. It sucks getting hit by them, and you really don't want to get hit by them. So yeah, pretty much you're running into the same problem. Artificial Chaos pretty much suck in general on the stage, and it's pretty obvious where they're showing how they're obnoxious. Thankfully though, the areas around the Artificial Chaos are not as easy to get to. So yeah, ignore that. So yeah, we got the enemy done, and we got Perfect Bonus. Perfect Bonus will really skip the process of getting the actual A rank. Downside is, as you can plainly tell, you need to be careful where you're getting hit by. Ironically enough, there's actually a stage where you can get a lot of animals that you really need to score for it. Yeah, you really need to be, like, great at doing the score where you have to make sure you lock on multiple enemies at once and hover at the same time. If you don't get the balance right, you're pretty much going to miss the perfect bonuses, and it's going to suck a lot. Great, okay. Good. Now, because I'm so used to pressing the B button afterwards, it kind of sucks when I'm trying to get the actual accuracy done. Getting actually down to a science is not easy than you think, because it kind of sucks for me. As you can tell, it tries to aim at you even from a distance, so yeah, kind of sucky. 11 is what you need to get in order to get the perfect bonus, so getting 11s are very good. As you saw, it aimed at me even though I wasn't close to it, so yeah, not really fun to get hit by that. Just go to a far beaten path and you're good. Just keep an eye out where you're landing, and you're fine. So yeah, getting this last one done, honestly speaking out, Eggman's going to take the longest because he's just a long stage. And as well as the character's length of the stage is a pain. Alright, good. And more points, great. Superb, actually. falling good. Ironically enough, the blaster does not work against certain enemies. Like, dang, Artificial Chaos does not create an explosion large enough to actually get the enemy down. You just have to be careful where you're aiming. Ironically enough, you can actually shoot inside it, so it's actually pretty funny to actually aim an enemy there, but it's actually worse to do that because you can't exactly see them. And as a result of that, by the way, you lose score when doing that because you gotta hit multiple enemies at once just to get the score bonus. Also, you can't exactly tell when enemies are, well, able to be shot at. Artificial Chaos again, just avoid them like plague. As you can tell, I'm trying to avoid them, and you're good. Okay, I almost got shot at there. Now, this area in particular, by the way, is actually where you're gonna get the most points. You're probably thinking, why the heck would I say that? Well, a lot of enemies are here, and the more enemies are spawning in the area is actually way better than you think. Say 12 is actually guaranteed here, and a lot more points are guaranteed here. Ouch. So, yeah, you're gonna get shot at very frequently in this area, so it kind of sucks. Yeah, Artificial Chaos do suck in the area, so yeah, you're gonna be careful because it's gonna be just because of the way the camera works, you can't exactly stop yourself from getting hit too much. So you're gonna be careful where you're getting hit. So yeah, not really fun. Just moving fast, you can't exactly focus on certain enemies at once. Okay, good. Rid of the enemies. I have a shield. I was fine getting hit by that. It's just getting rid of the enemies was annoying. Good, got the enemies. I'm still guaranteed to get a good rank from this area because it's honestly pretty easy to get a good rank. Alright, good. 10 points. Extreme bonus. Nice. Very nice. Oh, no, you don't. Artificial Chaos suck. Especially ones that literally hover under the ground and actually manage to hit you. Not exactly fun to get hit by. Just make sure you hover around this area to the right and hover all the way over. There's a crushing platform to be careful with. Just make sure you shoot the area. Be careful. Artificial Chaos over here, by the way, is going to actually aim at you. Since Artificial Chaos are going to actually aim at you this time, just fall down and you're going to be fine to get the area. No problem. Just be careful where you aim because getting hit is a lot more annoying than you think. Artificial Chaos, by the way, suck in this area, so yeah, be careful. If you really want to hover to keep your score bonus going, you can, and it gets you a good amount of hit bonus. Alright, 11, nice. 11 points is actually very good. Artificial Chaos again, ignoring because it's obnoxious. Oh, great. Yep, 2 Artificial Chaos at once. Isn't that fun? Alright, good, great. Alright, you got that out of the way. Now, spike walls are going to hit you, and as well as a enemy is going to hit you as well. Ignore jumping for it, and just avoid the spike walls. Alright, good. 10 is good enough for me. I'd rather get the extreme bonus than anything else, because getting any bonus in particular is actually better than not getting a bonus. Yeah, they're going to probably jump at you first and use their tentacles first to actually hit you. Just keep an eye out where you're going and you're fine. As you can tell, I'm not pacing myself at all because I kind of can't in this area because this area is non-pace heavy. You really just need to speed through it, and since you have to speed through it, you're not going to exactly dodge everything. The way Artificial Chaos work essentially prevent them from being affected by the self-destruct effect, where the effect of your blaster upgraded version to Laser's Cannon does not kill multiple enemies at once anymore in this area because they're so wide. It kind of sucks when you think about it, given the fact the enemies are pretty much their worst nightmare. Thankfully, though, we managed to get across the next area, no problem in the stage. More Artificial Chaos. Annoying! I hate your face. Yeah, Artificial Chaos suck. As you can see, I got smacked for it, and I did not like that. I wish it was Shadow the Hedgehog where I only lose, I think, 20 rings. That reminds me of that game way too much. Well, I'm shooting, and I'm playing a shooting-like character. What do you think I should do? There we go. 70,000 is actually quite a good score. Getting a lot of purpose here later on is really beneficial. If you really can't get the lineup right, just keep firing as much as you possibly can. Just make sure you line up combos. There we go. Okay, spring. Line up and make sure you hover. And then line up until you actually get the pulley. So you can actually lock on the multiple targets. Alright, good. More points. Great. More rings. Great. Great, get the Artificial Chaos out of the way, because you really don't want to deal with that right now, and there's going to be Artificial Chaos when you shoot upward. Into the next one, hit a spring. Holy again. Just go here. Behind you is an artificial chaos with several enemies, so yeah, make sure you dodge it. That's gonna be very common. Yeah, you're pretty much gonna run into that several times, and it's gonna suck. Now, this is where you need to get the last bit of points, because otherwise you're pretty much screwed. You're gonna need at least 25,000 at least. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. There we go, 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 there we go. Okay, good. You got an extreme bonus. It's actually pretty good. You need to get a lot of points here, so yeah, get as many points as possible as you can. There's a lot more points you're gonna get at the end of the stage, so yeah, make sure you get a lot of points. Oh boy, now I'm in a little bit in danger because we need 10,000 points. So 10,000 points is not pretty easy to get. However, since we're going downward, by the way, you're going to get ring capsules no matter what in this bottom area, and you need to focus on primarily getting the ring capsules. Mash the button to destroy the thing before you actually get hit you, and you're fine. Otherwise, I think the time loss might actually circumvent the nonsense of 100,000, because 100,000 I don't think there's any more rings you can possibly get in the stage, so we're kind of stuck with the point total what we got. The only reason I say that is because we couldn't get the extra points needed for the area entirely. As you saw, I could not get it. The strict A rank on this stage, it makes it near impossible to do it again. I do have an A rank run, but I'm not going to worry about showing it off. For completing all of Eggman's stages, I forgot to show off Tails' by the way. You're thinking, oh hey, Tails gets a new vehicle, right? Haha, wrong. He gets the Chow instead. No, I'm not kidding. He actually has the same, almost worse stats as Sonic's regular cart. For Eggman in particular, he gets an Eggman Mobile, well, higher grip. Probably wondering what the changes is. Well, I might as well show it off a little bit. You do need to complete the race check eventually, but grip increases your turn. So, yeah. Now, you're probably wondering, turning grip is actually pretty decent, right? Well, it means you don't have to actually force yourself to do the force of turn normally. Speed, as you can tell, is actually incredible. You just need to go through this track normally. So, yeah, I'm not going to worry about the races right now, because I'm not going to worry about this right now, because you can tell, getting upgraded cars pretty much guarantees you a high speed race and winning in this race no matter what. So, yeah, better off to get that point total. And as you can tell, it's really going to benefit you once you get the extra carts and actually beat this one particularly for quick minigames. Honestly, I'm taking the minigames last because you need to go through every single one of them to get an emblem. So, yeah. Now, for that, I think we're ending this off right here. Next time on Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, we're going to be continuing off missions with Knuckles first, and then Rouge. And after that, minigames. See you all next time.